Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our DIY draft proofing video series. My name's Arky from Sapien, and in this video we're going to be looking at how to draft proof along the bottom of a door. These are some of the tools you'll need for this exercise. You'll need a tape measure and a grey lead pencil. You'll need a hacksaw, a pair of scissors, a 40mm thick block of wood, and a drill with a Phillips head drill bit. You'll also need a hinged door seal. The reason we're going with a hinged door seal in this video is that it generally forms a pretty good seal when compared to other products on the market, and it also doesn't impede on the way the door operates because of the way that this seal works. To install a hinged door seal, you do need to have a door that sits in behind a frame so that we can install the cam. We'll explain that a little bit later in the video. But if your door doesn't have this kind of setup, or you're looking to draft proof a double door or a sliding door, there are a couple of other products available on the market that you can take a look at, like a brush seal, which you stick along the bottom of a door, so good for sliding doors or if you don't have the frame that you need for a hinged seal. Also, another option is a simple rubber door seal. These are good if your door sits flush with a lip and the rubber flap can just sit on that lip and form a nice seal with the door. Now, let's measure up the door and get started. When we're measuring up our door, it's important to measure from frame to frame, not the full width of the door. So I do this with the door closed, and I just go from frame to frame, and this will tell us what size we need to cut our door seal. So that's at about 804 mils, and we'll take off a couple of mil for either side so that we've got some clearance on our door seal. So we'll cut our door seal to 800 millimeters. Now that we've got the size we want to cut our door seal to, we can get cutting. I'm just going to line that up, the end of my block of wood. Once we've cut through the metal part of our seal, we'll just use the scissors to cut off this last little bit of the rubber. And now we've put our door seal to the right size, we're ready to install it. Now that we've cut our seal to size, we need to mark up on the door where we want it to sit. This is where we use our 45mm block of wood. Remember, we want to measure 45 mils from the surface the seal is going to close on, not from the bottom edge of the door. So we'll just rest our block of wood like that and draw a line across. And we've measured up our 45 mil. Now that we've got our line, we want to line up the top of the hinged seal with that line and then start screwing it in using the little notches that come along the seal and the screws that come with it. now that we've screwed our door seal in, we can see that that's going to form a nice seal along the bottom there when it's closed, and we're ready to install our cam in the frame of the door. Now that we've installed our hinged seal, we're ready to install our cam. This comes with the hinged seal, and this is what's actually going to close the hinge so that we can form a seal along the bottom of the door. So our cam comes with a little slot so that we can screw it into the door frame. So what we're going to want to do is line it up where we want it to sit. So we'll just push it against the door frame, and so about here is where it's going to close our door seal on the bottom of the door and stop any drafts coming through. So now we'll just take our grey lead and do a little mark in that slot, and now we'll open the door and we can put our first screw in. So lining it up with our marking, and we're just going to put one screw in up the top. And we'll just pop it in loosely, and now we'll just close the door to double check that that's sitting in the right place. It looks like it is. That's going to form a nice seal. So we can tighten that up and put our second screw in. And again, we'll just check it one more time, see if we need to adjust it. But it looks like we've got it about right. So now that we've screwed in our cam, we can put in our little cam cover. And our door seal is complete. If you'd like to learn how to draft proof around the frame of your door, check out one of our other videos where we cover how to do that. Thank you for watching, and good luck draft proofing your own home. See you next time.